Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on YouTube. If you like the video, make sure to mage hand us a thumbs up and subscribe to join our content guild. Also, leave a comment in that comment section down below and let us know if this episode inspired you or if you would have done it differently.
And don't forget to ring that bell so that the algorithm goblins notify you whenever we drop a new episode. You can also attune to us on your podcast platform of choice and check us out across the plains of social media.
Enjoy the episode.
Excellent.
Can you lay a little bit more color on me from that roar?
Yeah, so I'm going to decapitate this gnoll, slash across the master gnolls, and then just look them dead in the eye and release like full line, like beginning, like MGM, beginning like, rah.
Oh, that was good.
That was all right. That was all right.
That could be worse. Yeah, all right.
Welcome to Dungeon Busters, your Dungeons & Dragons actual play experiment. I'm Diego, a professional dungeon master and actor.
And I'm Michael, an actor and role-playing addict. Each episode, we summon a special guest who helps us give your game inspiration one encounter at a time. We don't just play D&D,
We put it to the test.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Dungeon Busters. My name is Michael.
And I am Diego.
And we are joined by Phil Vasquez today.
Howdy.
So thanks for joining us, Phil. Phil and I go way back. We went to school together. He's my longtime DM. He DM'd my longest campaign.
Yeah, I think I DM'd your first campaign, right?
My first? Yeah, and my first.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It feels like forever ago, but it was like 2017, I think.
Yeah. It still was, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That
is
When you say it, it feels a lot. We realize how long it's been.
Man, I am so old.
Every day.
For us all.
The end creeps nearer and nearer.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Diego, what are we talking about today?
Well, today in the Dungeon Busters lab today, we are. Well, let me start off in saying this. Have y'all ever heard the phrase "shoot the monk" used in relation to D&D?
I actually don't think I have heard that specific phrase.
No?
Not at all.
Okay, so that is kind of encapsulates the concept that like you should be designing encounters that lean into the way your players have built their characters, right? One of the monk's like coolest features is its deflect missile. It can catch any arrow thrown at it or projectile or whatever and then throw it back. And the idea is that, like, if you got a monk in the party, you're going to have archers in the encounter to shoot the monks. That way the monk gets to use their ability and feels cool and effective in the party. But more broadly, yeah, like, what is y'all's experience with monks? Have y'all ever played monks, DM'd for monks?
Yeah, so I've played a monk in a Theros campaign. I'm actually going to be playing the same monk because we only leveled up through level 3. So I like just got my subclass. I was really excited, and then we totally trailed off.
As happens.
As always happens. So I'm really excited to revisit the character and to use some more of the monk feats and their key ability.
Nice. So you've had a passing encounter with like a monk before up to level 3.
Yeah, and it was really fun, but I wanted to play more, so I'm excited to really dive into that.
Hell yeah. What about you, Phil?
You know, I've never played a monk in a full-fledged campaign. I've done, I think I was telling you earlier, I've done like a level 3 one-shot for a monk. In the campaign that Michael was in, our rogue multi-classed into monk for a little while, but I think they only took, I want to say like 5 levels of monk, and we ended up at level 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was there, but I didn't have to deal with stunning strike or anything like that until right there at the end.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. It is interesting how I feel like, and you know, obviously the discourse that's online around D&D can be all over the place, but a lot of people tend to say that like monks and sometimes these martial classes in general feel a little lackluster.
It's, yeah, I would say so. I mean, the discourse tends to say that martial classes are underpowered compared to spellcasters, and monks even more so.
Yes.
At the bottom of the chain as far as martial casters or martial players go.
Yeah, because their key ability is essentially like a spell slot, but they typically have fewer.
And they don't get it
than
back
spells,
on
right?
on like a short rest, or do they? Can't remember.
I actually think that you do.
Well, shows how much I know. But yeah, no, it is true that like a lot of the energy around like marshals and monks in particular is that they are this kind of like suboptimal class, which I've always thought was like kind of a very sad thought, because the monks, I think, in terms of like the world building or the type of character that you can build, are some of the most exciting ones. Like this idea of like a stoic warrior from some monastery up in the hills, like having to venture down to, you know, get worldly experience or whatever it is before they can ascend or whatever it is.
Yeah. What was interesting actually about playing a monk in the Theros world was that whether you serve a god, or I actually did like the atheist version in the Theros world, which is like, I don't believe in God, so I get supernatural powers too, because I believe in like cosmic energy or something like that. But you do get some like magical abilities, I think, just being in that world. So yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if I ever used them, but I had like 2 or 3 spells I think I could.
Yeah.
Or abilities I could use. But they were more like checking to see if a creature's like celestial or demonic or something like that.
Sure.
Like more of a vibe check on the monsters.
Yeah. It's like, are you serving a god, or can I trust
I've
you?
never played the Theros setting, but it looks very fun. It seems like a very fun campaign setting to like traipse around in.
Yeah, it was fun to dive into.
It's a high magic place. It's a cool spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. In that kind of context, is there like I played a monk before in a campaign, and we got up to like level 6 or something like that. And one thing that I found was that if you have using the monk's athleticism like to your advantage is very exciting too, because like they can like, you know, like basically like run up walls or whatever it is if like you can get high enough on your athletics rolls or acrobatics rolls. And their slow fall feature makes it very handy. Like it takes all the fear out of falling from a high place. So like if I want to just like come and like jump down superhero land
Totally.
somewhere, you know, you don't have to worry about the damage there. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else like mechanically that like broadly excites y'all about monks? Or criticisms too. I'll take that.
You know, I don't really have any criticisms beyond the fact that there is just so much, and I think that is staring a level 8 monk in the face that I haven't touched. I've never played this character before. I made them from scratch for this. Staring all those abilities in the face and all the possibilities that you have, it almost gets overwhelming just how much you can do. And I wonder if that's where some of the criticism comes from, at least right off the bat, because it is many things small and incrementally.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot. But that said, I am very excited to go for a stunning strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When those land, they feel really good.
Oh man, I've never done one as a player. I've rarely been on the side of one as a DM, but man, are they great.
Yeah. It's interesting you brought up earlier like the ability to catch and throw back like flying projectiles, because I remember having an opportunity to deflect them, but they were shooting from such far range away that I couldn't like throw it back, and I was so mad. I was like, no. So I'm definitely excited to jump into this.
Well, with that said, why don't we go ahead and transition over to the Dungeon Busters lab and see what awaits us there. All right, and welcome to the Dungeon Busters Lab. Right now, we're going to go ahead and get to know the characters that will be in today's session a little bit. So why don't, Phil, guest of honor, why don't you go ahead and let us know a little bit about your character?
Yeah, absolutely. I am playing a haregon monk. Giving us a little bit of Feywild vibes. I am playing a drunken master monk named Ketchup.
Yes. I am so excited for this character.
Yeah, me too. I haven't met him yet, so it'll be great. Ketchup is a lop-eared, a lop-eared calico rabbit if you will, splotches of gray and ruddy red all about them with a little bit of beige fur, specifically on their belly. They wear a blue vest and a martial arts belt, but no pants because they are anthropomorphic.
Right.
And that seems to be a rule.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All tops, no bottoms.
Yeah, all tops, no bottoms, for sure.
I mean, Pooh Bear started it, and he's the kingpin. So.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pooh Bear is the kingpin.
Pooh Bear is the kingpin?
Yeah.
That or Mickey Mouse, and both would track, I guess.
Nah, we'll keep it with Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear is the people's kingpin.
The people's kingpin.
He's in the public domain now.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, he is the people's kingpin.
Yeah,
Mickey is the capitalist kingpin.
Yeah, right. Pooh Bear, the people's kingpin.
I mean, a mouse figure that wears only top.
Oh, he wears bottoms.
He wears only bottoms.
and gloves.
And gloves.
So he's the complete opposite.
He is
That
the
makes
opposite.
sense.
yeah, we don't get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Yeah. We like our anthropomorphized animals bottomless.
Bottom. So that's where Ketchup is going to be. Ketchup is approximately small size, which you can choose with a haregon. I didn't know you could either be
cool.
medium or small. I chose small. So Ketchup is under 4 feet, probably about like 3'9".
3'9"? Love it. Love a short
I
king.
love that. I've also, is there anything special about, it's haregon, right? Is there anything special about the haregon race? I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I really wasn't either until I went in here and checked it out. There's a lucky rabbit foot ability or lucky footwork,
Okay.
if you will. If I do fail a dex save, which monk, not necessarily going to happen, but we'll see. You can add a D4 to a failure. Once you find out that it fails, you can add a D4 to potentially change that failure to a success. Kind of a built-in bless as far as dex saves go, which is pretty cool. And then there is also a bonus action rabbit leap where you can, as long as your speed is not 0 at the time and you are not prone, you can use your bonus action to leap 15 feet.
Oh, sick.
So it does kind of blend in, or kind of overlaps with a lot of the bonus action economy as far as the monk already goes. But I like the idea of extra mobility and maybe a little extra immediate height, which is cool.
I know another popular build is the Tabaxi monk.
Oh, totally.
Because you can run 100 miles an hour in 12 seconds or something like that.
Got them claws, baby.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
speed, yeah.
in that vein, I am playing Lysistrata of the Sun Guides, which is in the anthropomorphic world. I'm playing a Leonin, so a lion humanoid character. Yes, that is Lysistrata of the Sun Guides.
Does she wear pants?
She doesn't wear pants.
See?
Amazing. Yeah.
Anthropomorphic.
People's hero.
She does have bandages wrapped around her thighs to carry weapons.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's utilitarian.
For sure.
Holsters don't count as pants.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about the Leonin race?
So they do have an ability called Daunting Roar, which allows people to. She can make people run away. It's essentially like casting fear. It's similar to that. And she's just like a ripped. I picture her like a ripped CrossFit lady who's just all about. She wakes up in the morning. She does sun salutations right away.
Yeah. And
she's just all about being in peak physical condition.
To that end, Ketchup has a bit of a belly on him.
Nice opposites. Oh, what monastic traditions did y'all pick for each of your monks?
I went for Drunken Master on this one. I'm really excited about this one. It's always been floating around in my mind as something that I'd love to check out and feel. It is again in that monk world, one of the ones that is the least I think fantastical. It's just low magic, moving, and all about mobility and all about dodging and avoiding, and it's really cool. This just seems like a really fun time to use it, specifically if we are doing monk focused things. So I was like, this is the time. I'm gonna dust it off. I'm gonna try it out. I've never done it before.
Have you seen Jackie Chan's Drunken Master movie? Oh,
yes,
so good,
so great.
Yeah, amazing.
Classic.
And I'm doing Way of the Open Hand, which is also low magic, a lot about manipulating the opponent that you're fighting with. So.
That's awesome.
Classic.
I love that. That was the monk that I played in that most recent campaign.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That open hand is like the quintessential.
Quintessential monk. Yeah.
When you think about it, it's just, this is the bread and butter. This is the monk.
And that's kind of it's sort of like the fighter class where you can, do a bunch of the martial moves.
Battle Master.
Battle Master. Yeah. Sweet. And I was like, okay, I want to lean into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. Awesome. Well, welcome to the table, Ketchup. Welcome to the table, Lysistrata.
Yes.
As we're getting started here, Phil, can you please roll a D100 for us?
Yes, of course I can.
How often do you get to roll a D100?
Not often. 56.
56. All right. So for the purposes of our one shot today, we'll say that Lysistrata and Ketchup have been traveling together for about 56 days. Certainly long enough to know each other reasonably well, but you might not know everything about your traveling companions. And it is on this day that you find yourselves in an abandoned, dilapidated abbey. A raid has just happened on the nearby town of Gettison, and you are on the trail. The blood of the innocent staining the stone floors of the dilapidated abbey make the blood-smeared gnolls easy to follow. The smell of iron and rot becomes more oppressive the deeper into the ruins you delve. Bathed in the flickering flame of a great bonfire, the Pack Lord holds the tattered corpse of one of the slain townfolks aloft to the exuberant glee of the gnolls around him. A squadron of gnolls on the vine-choked balcony above momentarily stop their gluttony to cackle and cry along with their foul brethren. The carnage from their most recent rampage in the town of Gettison has not stymied their bloodlust. And it is here that you have found your way into this inner sanctum. You have not been noticed by the gnolls just yet. I've put you guys kind of in the corner down here.
Okay.
So without further ado, what would you all like to do?
This place kind of sucks.
Yeah. This is a tricky situation.
Okay, so here's the plan. All right, we go to these guys up at the top. We just fool around a little bit, give them a little what for. Push them down to the bottom, see what happens.
I'm always a bit skeptical of your plans, but I think in this case that might work.
Absolutely. When have they ever failed? Right?
More often than I'd like to think.
And from what y'all can see, there are two squadrons here of gnolls that have taken refuge in the top balcony. So there's like a stone balcony that rings around and makes like a circle. So you can look down in the middle. In the like kind of crisscrossing the balcony is almost like a wooden like framework. What do you call them? Like wooden beams.
Okay.
That kind of make a little incomplete catwalk around this elevated ring. Okay. Now you would all notice from just being in the room that the wooden rafters that are hanging between the stone balcony are about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, great.
Okay.
The stone balcony itself is 30 feet off the ground.
Cool.
And you can see that there are kind of statues on the inner ring, on the ground floor, on the inside of the ring here. Both of those statues are about 15 feet tall.
Okay, great. Statues 15, rafters 20. 30 feet.
Okay.
For the balcony. Awesome. And you said the leader, the pack leader down at the bottom floor, is holding a person?
Yeah, like the tattered remains of like a townsperson's corpse.
No longer alive.
Okay,
person.
great. An
unalived person.
Yeah, and this gnoll's like the biggest, like most blood smeared one of all of them. In his like kind of like hiccup crying language, he seems to be like pumping up his compatriots here.
And for those listening, the gnoll is dressed in like this really this heavy metal looking armor with like spikes and skulls adorned.
Yeah, he's a sick motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we haven't started any sort of initiation, I wonder if we just sneak up to our friends ahead of us.
Yeah.
And try to take them out unnoticed.
What's the light situation?
Yeah, so there's, you guys right now are on the fringes of some dim light emanating from the 3 fireplaces that are lit in this chamber.
Okay.
There's the two smaller fireplaces and the balcony where the 2 squadrons have holed up. and there is a larger bonfire on the ground floor where it seems like more of these have gathered around. You all are on the ground floor, and you do not see a ready-made path or ladder that would take you up to the balcony.
Oh, okay, we're on the ground floor. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you'll see there that's the blue tile is the elevated balcony that's 30 feet above you, and the brown tile is the ground floor.
Okay. Got it. That does change things a little bit, but that's okay.
all right. Well, perhaps we should just. Oh, you want to go up?
Oh, we're going to go up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we're absolutely going to go up. But before we do, at this point, Ketchup will reach into a side satchel.
Okay.
And as I pull out, I rummage in for just a moment quietly, not to make any noise. And I'm going to pull out a large bundle of herbs and spices that I have wrapped up kind of in a bouquet garni.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I pull out this, and then I am going to light a quick little flint and breathing exercises. Lysistrata.
No, thank you.
Very well. It smells immediately of dill and parsley in the air, as it and no other illicit substances, just herbs.
Nice. Just some nice garden herbs.
Lysistrata doesn't trust your herbs.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. So what how are you thinking?
I would. What? How? There's no. Is the balcony entirely suspended from stone and no like wall-way to get on up?
You can see that there's kind of where the stone balcony, like where the parts of it like ring out. You can see that there's like two corridors like adjoin the wall that go north, east, south, and west. It does seem like in the ruin of some of these corridors have been blocked off by centuries of rubble. There is some of these that like you can see like maybe tunnel off into other parts of the abbey, presumably another place where there would be stairs. But in this immediate room, you're kind of sandwiched between the just like kind of the open room and the where the balcony like extends out into the other wall.
Okay.
So, I mean, we could run in and kill some and then clamber up the statues.
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
All right, then.
Here's the plan. You're gonna get right up in there, right at the front. I'm gonna just dodge and weave around, give him a little whatfer, and then we'll jump, hippity hop right up the top.
All right. I think Lysistrata's probably stealthily going to try to approach one of the gnoll creatures by the statue.
Yeah. Awesome. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yes. That is going to be a 15.
15. Amazing. Yeah. In the darkness, you just melt into the shadows and press yourself up against the stone statue, out of view of the two gnolls that are near there. You notice that one seems to be more like a common gnoll. He's got his necklaces decorated with severed fingers, blood cakes around his snout. Another one,
So still a murderer, not like
yeah,
not like the shopkeeper.
A common gnoll. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This guy just keeps the fingers.
He's still fed on villagers. So
There is another one kind of standing next to him, and this guy, he looks like it's just like his hair is like dried out. It's just bone and like kind of bits of tattered, mummified flesh left like on his rib cages and on the sinew between his arms and his torso. But this one, it seems to be like a standing skeleton essentially of a gnoll, and it just you would think it was I don't know, like immobile from how stoically it just stands there. But every now and then you can see its desiccated ears twitching as it like listens around. Great. So yeah, Lysistrata is in place. Ketchup, what are you thinking?
I would like to come around. I think I'm going to go underneath the balcony, slightly to the north, just to get underneath.
Nice.
And just kind of stay in the shadows and get a different angle on these
Amazing.
things.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Absolutely. 12 plus 4, that's going to be a 16.
Amazing. 16, you also are able to just silently move through the rubble here, your furry haregon feet absorbing any sound you might make as you quietly put yourself in position.
For as large as they are quiet.
You know what they say about rabbits with big feet? Bigger luck. All right.
Yes.
All tops, no bottoms.
Yeah. All right. With the two of you kind of in position, you are able to still maintain sight lines with each other from where you are. And if the move is,
And yeah, I'm gonna attack this thing.
hell yeah, both of y'all go ahead and roll for initiative.
Let's absolutely do it.
That's gonna be a 19 for me.
Oof.
19. Love that.
Awesome. That was a bad roll. I'm going to be 9. Big fat 9 on this one on Ketchup. I love it, though.
All right.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. So Lysistrata's going to kick us off. And since y'all both got surprise on these guys, y'all are going to be able to unleash Lysistrata first, then Ketchup. And then we'll go back to the top of the order. Lysistrata, a bunch of baddies, and then Ketchup and some more baddies on deck.
Yeah.
So Lysistrata, kick it off. What would you like to do with your first turn here?
Yes, I think I'm gonna start with attacking with my Iacula, which is like half spear, half sword weapon.
Nice.
So I'll slash with that first. It's gonna be a 12 to hit.
12 hits. Yes.
Oh,
All right, let's do it, baby. Let's go.
Oh, right. I will take it. Maybe I should roll everything I'm gonna do first, because then I would do. I get 2 attacks per turn, so I'm gonna attack with that again. And that's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Let's
30,
go.
20 hits.
Oh, should I'm gonna burn a key point.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And do flurry of blows.
Nice.
I feel like I get 2 swipes in and then a couple kicks in as well.
Yeah. So then it's 2 unarmed strikes on top of that. So we're up to 4 hits right now in one turn.
Yes, we are. I want to make sure I'm trying to gauge. Maybe I should see how much health this thing has, but I kind of want to see if I can just take it out in one.
Let's go.
You don't deal with it now. You're going to have to deal with it later anyways.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Give me that damn.
Okay. So that's going to be critical. So that's 2. I got to roll twice on that one.
Holy shit.
And then I got one more flurry of blows coming.
Let's go.
This is like the reason you need like 7 d20s when you're playing like a monk.
Okay, and that's a 14 to hit.
14, yeah. I think all 4 of those attacks hit.
Okay. So let's roll all this damage.
Jesus Christ.
31 points of damage.
31 points of damage. As you kind of melt out of the shadows into the firelight, you just hear like kind of the boom, 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 boom. Your fists and legs do not even move as you manage to like just sever every major bone in this undead gnoll's body, and it dies.
Yes.
1 down.
Sick.
And just for context, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gnolls left.
11 gnolls. Okay.
Let's do it.
So what I also realized is with Wave the Open Hand, I can actually attack as a bonus action too.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, since I haven't used any movement,
Correct.
I think I might sort of do a roll behind that statue there and attack that one there with my bonus
Number
action.
8.
This would just be an unarmed strike.
Is out of curiosity, I believe Flurry of Blows is your key
Or
point.
does it count as a bonus action?
Bonus action burn, I believe. Is your, Flurry of
Okay,
Blows
so
key
I can
point.
just do 1 hit. I got to remember that. I can do an extra hit without
Yes,
correct.
burning flurry key point. Good to know. Good to know.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Anything else? That's your action. You've used a little bit of movement and your bonus action when you burnt your key points.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll just stay hidden behind that statue then.
Okay. Put a little distance between.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they may have noticed me, but that way I'm a little less.
Oh, they certainly noticed.
exposed.
You jumped out of the shadows.
Hey, I don't
Broke
know.
every single bone in
I
this
don't know how
dude's body.
quietly I broke those bones, you know.
You were quiet, but the body collapsing was not for certain.
Yeah.
They are all very acutely aware of you and where you are.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, there goes Lysistrata blowing the cover yet again.
Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn, Lysistrata?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right, let's pass turn to Ketchup, who you are 30 feet below the balcony here, kind of behind, clustered around the fireplace where the two other gnolls are.
That just seemed like way too much fun. So what I'm going to do, Ketchup, I'm going to take a big fat rip of my bouquet garni. Okay, let's go. And I'm going to twirl my quarterstaff around my head, twirl it behind my back, and I'm going to run towards the 15-foot statue. And I'm going to bonus action rabbit hop and jump 15 feet straight up to get on top of the statue.
On there.
Once I'm on the statue, I'm going to spin my quarterstaff like a helicopter and drop down onto the bone knoll at number 12, I think. Yes,
Nice.
off to the right.
Yeah.
And just go for 2 strikes, double-handed on there. So that's not bad. That's going to be a 22 and a 21 to hit.
All right, 22 and
nice.
21 both hit on this gnoll witherling.
Oof, alrighty. First strike is going to be that's going to be 9 damage there, and then 5 damage on the second.
Gosh, all right, bringing it up to 14 all around.
I have my bouquet garni just in my mouth, still kind of smoking and smoldering, as I roll a helicopter down and just boom, 2 strikes and land. And as I land, you can see that my lop ears, my rabbit ears, kind of hold me, they hold me in place as they they're long enough to slightly drag on the ground when I'm not using them, but when they're engaged, they kind of hold a little bit of my weight.
Dexterous ears.
Yes.
Do they also guide you as you fall?
Oh, 100%. As I fall down, they it's kind of flop off to the sides.
Amazing. Great. Yeah, that gnoll witherling is dead. There's another one to your right, if there's anything else you do.
I think that was bonus action. I still have some movement, so I will, I'll rotate around to the kind of south to the front of them, maintaining melee so I don't grab an opportunity attack.
Perfect. Awesome. There you go.
Perfect.
And with that, we'll go ahead and end the surprise round. We'll go back at the top of the order. Lysistrata, you are first in the initiative. What would you like to do?
Oh, nice. I'm gonna charge at the gnoll nearest to me, and I'm gonna take a couple attacks at this thing.
All right.
That's gonna be 12 and an 11 to hit.
12 hits, 11 does... Oh, actually, neither one of those hit, because this is a full-fleshed gnome.
This is a full-fleshed one.
A regular gnome.
Or no,
common
gnome.
Yeah.
He's got hope streams.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Fingers around the neck.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Then I'm definitely gonna burn another key point to do another flurry of blow.
Let's go.
So bad. Oh my gosh. 9 and an 11. I missed everything.
Yeah. You moved like lightning fast. Like, you know, like in Dragon Ball Z when like Goku just like teleports a little bit.
Yeah.
Did that, but just missed.
Missed every single one.
Single one.
No.
Lysistrata, you sure you don't want any of this?
I think I'm just gonna stay engaged here.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my turn.
Sweet. We'll go ahead and pass turn now to some of these gnolls on the balcony here, as it kind of comes up against the side of the balcony here with its longbow raised. It is going to unleash 2 longbow attacks against you, Lysistrata, with a 19 and 12 to hit.
19 is going to hit.
All right.
I'm gonna use my reaction though
Perfect.
to deflect missiles.
Let's go.
Nice.
So it does reduce damage. So if you want to roll damage,
It would
and
be
then
6 points of damage.
6 points. So I'm gonna roll 1d10 plus 2. And with an 8, that is going to take that down to 0.
Perfect.
And I will return fire.
Great.
Yes.
Return fire. Go. Do you make a ranged attack?
It's gonna be a 26.
26.
Yes. To hit.
Oh God! I was hell yeah.
26 damage.
There we go.
26 damage.
I was like, I had this arrow.
I think I
become
used
a missile.
Whatever the arrow stats are.
Yeah.
So is that a?
It would be a D8 plus 2.
That's going to be 8 points of damage.
Damn, the Gnoll Hunter barely had time to blink as its arrow came right back at him and just hit him in the cheek for 8 points of damage.
I got to be a little more careful with my key points now.
Amazing. We go now to the Pack Lord, who is still holding the torn villager above his head, slamming him down onto the ground. He is going to rush towards Ketchup here.
Do it.
And is going to use, let's see, it's going to make 2 attacks with its glaive on you.
Love it.
We got an 18 and an 8 to hit.
18 does connect.
All right, 13 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty, I'll take it.
It is also going to use its Incite Rampage action to look at the Gnoll Witherling next to you and incite it to rampage against you. Let me see here. Yeah, it can make a melee attack now, so he's going to come at you with his club with a 16 to hit.
Does not.
All right, the club glances off of your wrist as you deflect it.
As I dodge, I duck and dodge as much as I can out of the way. I'm going to spend a key point right there as the club comes by and tries to hit me. I'm going to use my lop ear to just push it on the back a little bit, and I'm going to make that club attack instead connect with the Gnoll Master.
Nice.
Using my Drunken Master abilities here, I'm going to tipsy sway and get it out of the way. That connect. It does say the I spend a key point and the action just hits another creature.
Great.
So I believe that club attack is going to connect.
Great, awesome. I'll go ahead and roll damage on the club attack. Let's see here. The Gnoll Pack Lord takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage as the Witherling's club comes down on top of his head.
Nice.
I block the first the Gnoll attack with my quarterstaff. It does hit me with the other one as it crosses and cuts across a little bit of my little pooch belly. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, owie. And as the other one comes in, my lop ear just pushes it across, and the club just knocks the Gnoll on the head.
Right, amazing.
Lysistrata thinks to herself, suck it in.
The Gnoll Witherling, whose attack you just tipsy swayed away, is now going to take his turn. He's next up in the initiative, coming in with a bite attack, bastard 20, with 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And a club attack, 13, that I do not think connects.
Not connect.
Amazing. We'll pass turn again now to the Gnoll Hunter that was in the top left corner where Ketchup came from. He is gonna shoot off 2 longbows at you, Ketchup.
Love it.
With an 8 to hit and a 15 to hit.
Neither.
Neither one hits as they embed themselves into the cracked ground of the abbey.
Yes, deflecting with my quarterstaff all the way.
All right. Nice. Another Gnoll from the fireplace is gonna join the fray as it comes bounding. Let me see. Yeah, Ketchup, you're the closest, so he's gonna come at you. And let's see here. He is going to make an attack with his spear.
Love it.
16 to hit?
Nope.
All right. The Gnoll that is facing off against Lysistrata, Finger Necklace. Finger Necklace.
Yes.
The common Gnoll.
The common Gnoll.
The Gnoll world. Finger necklace.
Finger necklace, yeah. Wow.
All right. It's going to try and clamp its jaws around you, Lysistrata, with a bastard 20. Please take 6 points of piercing damage. And then it's coming at you with its short swords. First attack, a 10 to hit that misses, and the second, an 11 that also misses, glancing off of your defensive maneuvers here. Any reactions or anything?
No, I'm just gonna take that bite as gracefully as I can and deflect those blows.
All right. Blows deflected. We go now to another one of these gnolls here. Let me see how far he can get. It's a little too far to get you, so he's just going to whip out his longbow and fire off a longbow attack at you, Lysistrata. With a 6 to hit, it barely misses his own friend. As we go now to Ketchup.
All right, fantastic. I'm going to keep twirling my quarterstaff, and I'm going to take 2 quarterstaff strikes at the largely armored gnoll boss, or so it seems. Taking 2 big old strikes there. That's going to be a 15 to hit on the first, 17 on the second.
Both hit.
Both hits. All right, we love to see it. Fantastic. That's going to be a 10 and a 6 for damage on both of those. As I kind of keep dodging and moving and ducking out of the way, deflecting arrows, I just continue the spin with my quarterstaff, taking 2 strikes at pow at either knee of the gnoll boss. And after I just connect with both of those, I'm going to twirl the staff behind my back, and I'm going to spend a key point to go into patient defense.
Nice.
And that provokes disadvantage on attacks that come at you?
It does, yes.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to stay put. I kind of like where I'm at.
All right. With that, we go now to another one of these gnoll hunters. 2 longbow attacks coming straight at you, Ketchup.
Disadvantage.
13 disadvantage. That's going to miss. Yeah, 13 and 7. They both miss. So we pass turn now to one of these other flesh gnars, who is going to come.
Come at me again with that?
A flesh gnar.
Flesh gnar.
Gnar.
Is that their name? Proper?
As opposed to fleshless gnar, or is it? It's their name.
Yeah, it's their name. Let's say what's up on Finger Necklace. So it's up on Flesh gnar. Hey.
Right, let me see. This flesh gnar is gonna come at you, Ketchup, and now you've got the Pack Lord, a Witherling, a common gnoll, and a flesh gnar all kind of circling around you. The flesh gnar is gonna come with his bite attack. 18 to hit,
18?
at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Wow. All right.
Oh, and it hits 18 again. Yeah. Wow. So that's gonna miss.
Oh no, 18 does connect.
18 does connect.
18 does connect.
Love to see that. All right. Let's see here. With a 4 piercing damage.
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
All right, and then 2 short swords attack at disadvantage. We got a 15 and a 5.
And a 5. I'm going to use another key point there, and I'm going to make that short sword attack, use my other lop ear and push that along the side and make the short sword attack the boss.
All right, short sword hits on the boss with 7 damage.
Let's go.
All right.
Yes.
Pack Lord's not doing too well. With that, we'll go ahead and pass turn now to another one of these gnoll hunters. 2 longbow attacks, this time against Lysistrata. Nat 20!
I'd
Love to see it.
I feel bad dancing for this one, though.
Yeah.
Please take 9 points of damage.
It was a soothing way to take damage.
You know, it's nice.
And the second attack is a 16. Does a 16 hit you?
16 does not hit me.
All right.
Let's go.
We go back to the top of the order now. Lysistrata.
All right. I'm gonna attack the gnoll that's right in front of me. That has not died. Who dodged all my blows? I'm actually really upset. I'm disappointed in myself, and I want to kill this thing. All right. First one is going to be an 18 to hit
18 hits.
and a 15 to hit.
All right. 15 hits as well.
Excellent. For a total of 15 damage.
Let's go.
15 damage. And oh my gosh. All right. This dude is still standing.
Okay. Still standing. Then I think. Okay. I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike.
Nice.
There we go.
For a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Let's go.
Another 6 points of damage. Get 2 blows in with my blade, and then I kick out.
You can see that the jaw of this flesh gnar is like dislocated from your attacks.
Yes.
It's not looking too good.
Not looking too good. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use Daunting Roar, but I think I want to finish this gnoll off before I let that out.
All right, with that, we are going to go ahead and pass turn to the gnoll hunter above you, who is just going to come like kind of right behind, like where he's just right above you and is just going to fire straight down from the balcony. Let's see what he does with his longbow attacks here. Nat 20!
Nat 20.
Please take 17 points of damage.
I'm gonna burn a key point.
There we go.
All right. I just need to roll a d10. This is gonna be what did you say?
17 points of damage.
17. I'm only gonna take 9 points of damage because I dropped it by 8.
The deflect missiles it's your dexterity modifier plus your monk level.
Oh, it's 1d10 plus 12. That's way higher than I thought.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be an 8. I don't take any damage.
Let's go.
then.
That's so
And
much
I'm gonna
better.
throw it
That's
back
so
because
much
that's
better.
18.
Yes.
Throw it back.
I read that 12 as a 2. I was like, oh man, it's only 2. Only 3 points of damage.
That's all right.
Awesome.
I'm so sad. But I
Toss
didn't
it
take
back
any
up.
damage, and I avoided that crit.
Let's
yeah,
go,
dude,
baby.
Holy hell.
We love to see it.
All right. Great. This gnoll now has like 2 arrows embedded in it.
Ow! Of his own.
Of his own, yeah. This is why I think like a lot of people say like the martial classes, they don't have any ranged options, but like there's like this built-in awesome ranged feature for the monks here. We'll go now to the Pack Lord.
Let's go.
He is let me see here. He is getting kind of angry here, so he's gonna make 2 attacks with his glaive. And let's see, they're coming at you, Ketchup. First attack is gonna be a bastard 20.
Bastard 20 hits.
All right. Second one is gonna be a 22.
Both hit.
All right, so it's gonna be 5 slashing from the first, 5 slashing from the second for 10 damage.
I'm
overall.
going to. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take him.
All right, and then he's going to use. Oh, let me roll a d6 roll here, see if he gets his Insight Rampage feature back. And he doesn't.
Take that.
With that, he is going to run out of this area here.
Not before I take an attack of opportunity, baby.
Please do.
All right, let's go. Quarterstaff strike, double fisted. That's gonna be a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
All right,
Double-fisted.
fantastic. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage as he flees and now goes to corner off Lysistrata. All right, with that, we will pass turn to the Gnoll Witherling, who is still near you. He is going to come at you with a bite, Ketchup, with a 6 to hit.
Does not.
And let's see, a 16 to hit.
Also does not. I'm gonna go ahead and just do it, baby. I'm gonna use another key point and make that second attack go towards the flesh gnar behind me.
Nice.
Nice. Fleshnar.
All right. And that's going to be sorry, what's the bite attack or the club attack?
The bite attack, please.
Nice. Go ahead and pass that over. Great, 3 points of piercing damage.
Hell yeah. I'm just ducking and dodging. I take 2 strikes right in my pooch tummy, and it makes me kind of as nice dill-scented smoke pops out of my lungs, and I dodge, but I use my ears to kind of trip up the gnoll as he comes in to bite, and he connects with the guy behind me.
Amazing. With that, we'll go ahead and pass over to a gnoll hunter who's come running down the balcony to get a better vantage point on you, Ketchup. 2 longbow attacks, a 6 and a 23.
23 will connect.
All right.
I'll go ahead and roll the damage. I'm going to do it.
5 points of damage.
All right, I'm going to deflect that. Immediately, I think that is going to D10 plus 12. That's going to negate any damage there. 18. But I'm going to save the key point to not spend it. I'm going to just use deflect missiles once and grab it and
Nice.
just totally negate the damage.
Awesome. Keep it at 0. All right, with that, we'll go ahead and pass over now to one of our common gnolls. And he's going to come with a spear attack on you, Ketchup.
Let's go.
18.
Yes.
All right. 2-handed, 3 piercing damage.
All right, I'll take it.
All right. Passing over now to the flesh gnar up here on Lysistrata. And it is going to take, it's, 1 bite attack, 14 to hit,
Does not hit.
2 short swords, an 18 and a 20.
Those
Bastard
both
20.
hit.
All right. A total of 8 piercing damage, 4 from the first and 4 from the second.
All right.
All right. And then it is going to go ahead and pass turn now to another common gnoll. He's going to step up in front of the fire here, and he's going to shoot off a longbow attack at, let's do it at Lysistrata.
All right.
With a 6 to hit, it is going to miss. As we go now to Ketchup.
All right, let's go. I am going to take 1 strike. Take it one strike at a time. See how everybody's looking here. First attack I'm going to do towards the witherling to the top of me here. Yeah. That's going to be that's a unnatural dirty 20 to hit there. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
All right. Still standing?
Still standing.
All right. I'm going to take another strike at them as well. Higher than that. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Awesome. Another 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. You just popped his head off.
All right, fantastic. 2 strikes on that one. I'm going to spend another key point to Flurry of Blows and do 1 strike towards the gnoll behind me, I think the common gnoll behind me here, who just took a bite attack as his buddy kind of comes in and jaws on him. I'm just going to do boom, boom, 2 quarterstaffs at his belly, popping the head off in the process. Spin around and whip my lop ears around, and I'm gonna whip a lop ear at the top at the gnoll guy for an unarmed strike. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Alrighty. That's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's on the common gnoll?
Yes, but the one behind me, I believe. Or is that a flesh gnar?
The one right behind you is a flesh gnar.
Let's go flesh gnar.
All right, 7 points on the gnar.
On Yan Gnar. I'll follow up with, just spin my head one more time. I'll follow up with another lop attack, if you will.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good there. That is only a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
All right. As I spin around my head, I'm going to run from this position. As I use my flurry of blows, it also counts as a disengage action for the Drunken Master there. So I'm not going to invoke any opportunity attacks. How do you feel about climbing up a statue as part of my movement?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can try to jump it and you'd be more of a acrobatics thing, or just raw climb it athletics, or if you're just or athletics, I guess, for jumping on it too, or if you're just trying to scramble up it, then that would be half movement. Great to get up there.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to I'm definitely not going to athletics anything. I'm going to acrobatics it, or I'm going to scramble. I'm going. So as I knock the head off of one, take 1 lop ear attack, spin around, I'm just going to duck and roll, and I'm just going to scramble up top of the statue. My movement is, as it stands, I think 55 feet.
Oh yeah.
So I have
easy.
Yeah. Awesome. And then actually, if I have that much movement, I'm going to be on top of the statue at 15 feet. Now, you know what? Stay perched on the statue.
Great.
It's a cool spot, baby.
You are perched atop the statue 15 feet from the ground floor.
Awesome.
About 5 feet above you is these wooden rafters, and another 10 feet is the stone balcony.
Sweet.
All right. We pass turn now to the Gnoll Hunter, who is going to take a cackling command as he points at you. And he's going to unleash 2 longbow attacks, an 11 and a 23.
11 does not, 23 does.
All right, you take 9 points of piercing damage.
No, all right, I'll take 9 points of piercing damage.
All right, and as you are struck for the first time by the barbed arrows of the gnoll, you feel it kind of lodge in you. Your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of its next turn.
No.
All right.
Owie. Oh, this hurts worse than the tummy scratches. I don't like this.
All right, Flesh Gnar has been freed up. He's gonna come up and around here, trying to get in with Lysistrata. Let's go ahead for a bite attack. 17.
That meets it, beats it, right?
Yep. All right, 6 points of piercing damage from the bite. And short sword, a 10 on the first, and a nat 20! Please take 13 points of damage.
No.
Okay, we're getting a little low here.
Oh yeah.
All right, and we will pass turn now to another one of these Gnoll Hunters. He's gonna take a shot at Ketchup here from the balcony, and let's go for 2 longbows. 13.
Nope.
And a 10. They both miss. As we go back to the top of the order. And it is now that you hear some more cackling coming from the ruined halls of the abbey. and you see 3 hyenas join the fray here. They're regular hyenas, common hyenas, but they
Also
even them
hopes
they
and dreams.
yeah hopes and dreams but they do seem a little bit like there's a look in their animal eye that's like a little bit more demonic, a little bit more on edge. And these first ones, it's gonna just rush out here, get around Lysistrata here, and it's gonna go for a bite attack on you, Lysistrata.
All right.
And it gets advantage thanks to pack tactics. Yes.
Snack tactics.
Snack tactics. Yes. Snackables. And with a bastard 20, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Shoot.
I got to get out of here.
And now's your chance because it is now your turn.
Excellent. So I think the gnoll that I've hit already, I want to attack him again.
Yeah, the roll to the north of you. Yeah, just for like context, you have 3 gnolls around you, a flesh gnar, 2 flesh gnars, the pack lord, and now a hyena, and you got a hunter on the balcony above you, just shooting straight down,
Full of his own arrows.
Yeah, he's like, oh god,
Absolutely.
porcupine.
So I'm gonna try to.
Lysistrata, take out the boss boy.
Well, I'm gonna do something about that.
Okay. I believe in you. My tummy hurts.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay,
go.
I want to, and that's for the one just above me.
Great.
I'm trying to fully kill him
Let's go.
for 9 damage.
9 damage kills him.
Let's go.
How does he die?
I just decapitate him.
Oh my goodness.
No messing around.
And then for my next attack, I will attack the boss boy.
All right.
And I think there's a sense of pride now that they're finally all attacking me. Lysistrata was a little jealous earlier when everyone was surrounding Ketchup. Like, do you really see Ketchup as more of a threat than me? But you know, so she's had she's feeling validated.
I can tell. I can feel it from here.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Let's go.
10 points of damage. It's gonna be slashing damage, and then I'm going to let out a daunting roar.
Oh yeah, let's
which is
go.
DC 14, I believe, Wisdom saving throw.
Nice. And is this just for the pack lord?
It's for creatures of my choice within 10 feet. So it's
Oh,
gonna
my
be
goodness.
everyone within 10 feet of me.
All right. Oh yeah, you got them all.
And they have to be. They will be frightened of me if they fail until the end of their next turn.
All right. So I'll kick it off with the hyena, and you said whiz saves, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hyena is scared. He's got 9. Pack lord got a 4,
Oh no.
Nice.
Also
and Flesh Gnar got an 11, and the one that's on the balcony is out of reach for that 10.
Oh,
foot radius.
right. So I believe because they're all afraid of me that they wouldn't take an attack of opportunity. Is that right?
Let me double check the fright.
Or it would be at disadvantage.
I don't think you can. Let me see here. Put all thoughts to rest. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear, so they can take opportunity attacks on you, but they can't. But it's a disadvantage.
It would be a
since
disadvantage.
You are within view of them.
Well, I'm gonna take that opportunity. I would love to climb up the statue as well and mimic Ketchup. Just do like a bit of a backflip, climb up. You know, some fun invisible wire work going on. Yeah. Do you need me to make any sort of a check for that?
You have 50 feet of movement, so you'd be
Okay.
You can scramble up there easily enough.
Well, I was kind of thinking I'd flip up the statue, maybe jump to the beam, and then land on the balcony,
Yeah,
right next to the archer.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
All right. It's gonna be an 18.
18. Oh hell yeah, yeah. You hop up onto the statue, get onto the beam, and you are now up on the balcony. I will roll the opportunity attacks here from the creatures.
All right.
None of them are gonna hit though. Why would you bother?
Disadvantage. Yeah. Why would you bother?
You never know.
For our audio friends, if you're hearing some clicking, clacking, that is my lovely dog Kalu, who is tired of laying down and wants to be played with.
Does 15 hit you?
15 does not hit.
All right. Let me see with the Pack Lord. 13.
That's not good.
There we go.
They all miss
Yes.
as you climber back up to the.
Excellent.
Can you lay a little bit more color on me from that roar?
Yeah, so I'm gonna decapitate this gnoll, slash across the master gnolls, and then just look him dead in the eye and release like full line, like beginning, like MGM, beginning like.
Oh, that was good.
That was all right. It was all right.
That's good work. Yeah, all right.
And then I'll backflip up and land ready to attack this archer gnoll here.
All right. Wonderful.
Yeah, no.
I was trying to remember what the MGM one sounds like. It's something like that, right?
Go on. Go one more time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nice.
I gotta get more guttural, but
All right. Lysistrata, you're back up on the balcony now. You have felled one of the gnolls gathered around you and frightened the other three. You are now face to face with the guy who's been just loosing arrows at your face unsuccessfully.
yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Wonderful. We'll go now to the gnoll hunter who has looking at you face to face for the first time. It drops the bow in favor of its spear and is going to come at you with 2 spear attacks, an 18
Hits.
and a 19.
Oh, both hit.
For a total, both 9 on each of that damage, so you're going to be taking 18 points of piercing damage.
All right, I have to heal on the next turn.
All right, with that, we go ahead and now pass turn to the Pack Lord. He is going to, let me see here.
Really low. I'm really low.
He's going to pivot back over to Ketchup here, since he is afraid of Lysistrata. And you see him whip out from his little satchel bag a horn that's blackened with soot, this ram's horn. And he puts the horn to his crusty lips and blows a trumpeting sound. But rather than just it echoing through like a cone of fire, shoots up at you, Ketchup. Can you please make a dexterity saving throw?
Happily. Ooh. Let's see. That is a critical failure. That is a 1 with a save, I believe, of +7. So that's going to be an 8 all day. Does that fail?
8 all day does fail.
I'm going to add a D4 to see if that changes anything. Brings it up to an 11.
11 still fails.
Okay, cool. No. Hey, we tried, baby. We tried.
Big feet.
Big feet.
You will
Big
be
feet,
taking
big luck.
16 points of fire damage.
And that is everything that you needed
yes.
to take it, as I have engulfed in flames. And suddenly, as I try to dodge and everything out of the way, I just go, ugh, my bouquet garni. It's been singed all the way down to the little nub. And I fall unconscious.
Oh no!
Wait, can't you have the half damage from your
I have evasion.
evasion?
Thank you so much.
Evasion.
Thank
So
you
it
so
would
much.
only be 8.
Still, I'll take it, baby.
Yes.
My bouquet garni, however, is still burned, and I am very upset about this.
All right. With that, we'll pass from the Pack Lord to another hunter. Let me see. A hunter who is going to take a shot at Lysistrata. 2 longbow attacks, 22 and a 13.
The 22 is gonna hit.
All right, for 5 points of piercing damage.
I will deflect missiles.
Let's go.
All right.
It's 5 points, so I get +12. So it just doesn't. I can get rid of all of it,
Yeah,
right?
just goes away,
I don't
baby.
need to roll. I'm not gonna use a key point though, so I'm just gonna catch it,
Great.
crumble it.
Perfect. You snap the arrow in your hands. As we go now to the common gnoll, who is going to start trying to scramble up the statue.
Wait, don't.
Using its action to dash. I think you can get up this because it's a 15-foot tall statue. Climb doesn't have a climb speed. Yeah, so dashing would get it up all the way up there, nice and tidy. As we pass
It's a little crowded up here, buddy. Could you just not? That'd be great if you could just not.
Honey's my favorite.
Another gnoll begins to scramble, using its action to dash and scramble up Lysistrata's statue here.
Okay.
We go now to Ketchup.
All right, great.
You got a little buddy coming up on your statue here.
Yeah, that's so. What I'm gonna do? Well, if this is it, I better have fun with it. And I'm gonna flick the nub of my bouquet garni into the face of the gnoll that's with me. And then I'm just going to jump right back down, baby. I'm going to spin my staff. Yep. Helicopter down as my lop ears kind of flop to the side. And I'm going to take 2 strikes at the gnoll boss. Just jumping right back down from the statue once more.
Hell yeah.
Why not? Awesome. First one is only going to be a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Second one, though, is going to be a 24.
24 hits.
All right. That is going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
How would you like to fell this pack lord?
As I drop down with my quarterstaff, and I go for just like a piercing stab at the top of the head. He dodges out of the way of the first one, but it doesn't matter as I roll and I just sweep the leg with the quarterstaff and just totally sweep the leg. And as he falls down, he knocks his head unconscious onto the cement floor.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see blood pooling around his head, slobber dripping from his fangs. Great. Anything else with your turn, Ketchup?
From there, I will spend... I'm just going to spend my final key point, Patient Defense.
All right.
I'm here, baby. Let's go.
Let's see. Here we go now to another gnoll hunter. He's going to kind of come around this way here and loose an arrow at Lysistrata. With a 10 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
23 to hit.
That does hit. But
6.
I will do deflect missiles. That really doesn't
you've
cost
already used your reaction, though.
Oh, this round?
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
So you
That's
will take 6 points of piercing damage.
Damn DM. Trying to...
These damn rules.
These damn rules.
Well, let me tell
Keeping my immortal character.
Damn.
Lysistrata goes to dodge this arrow, but is not quick enough, and it pierces her side. And she goes unconscious.
Amazing. The Gnoll's Rampage feature comes into effect here. When it reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack. Never mind, it can't do that. So that was a ranged attack.
It wants to.
It wants to, though. It really wants to rampage.
It likes what it sees.
We go now to the hyena. This hyena is just gonna come and like start like he's like kind of perched up on one of the statues, kind of like bark laughing up at them, kind of knowing that he can't really climb up there.
Could you give me some of that bark laugh? we needed that one more time.
So good. It's so
Absolutely.
good.
That'd be great.
As we go now to another flesh gnar, who is going to close the distance between itself and Ketchup here, and is going to use a bite attack, 10 to hit, short swords, 6, and 6, so they both miss.
He slips on the blood of his buddy, of the bosses on the ground. He just loses his footing.
Yeah. Could not hold it. Another hyena barking at the top of this statue. As we go to another gnoll hunter, who's gonna try and counter over this way, get an angle on Lysistrata, loosing 2 longbow attacks.
I'm down.
Shit, you're right.
I mean, could though.
Yeah,
So,
it would be a disadvantage. Since you're prone, 10 does not hit your unconscious armor class. Oh wait, no, but you are unconscious, so it's but whatever. I don't want to do that math right now, so we'll say
In
it
my
misses.
sleep.
Yeah, just dodging out of the way.
I love that.
Second longbow attack is gonna come at you, Ketchup. 21.
At disadvantage?
Disadvantage. Correct. 21.
Oh, beans. Yeah, that's gonna connect.
All right, with 9 points of piercing damage.
I will fall once more. That is me unconscious as well.
Down. Oh no! Oh no! I should have used more key points earlier.
All right, we go now to one of the frightened hyenas. Is just gonna keep on barking. Keep on barking. Right? Yeah, maybe he's gonna go over, start feeding on one of the other fallen gnolls
Seems good.
here.
As I kind of fall unconscious with a final arrow, I stop and I go, I have some spices in my bag, if you want. your dinner.
Lysistrata, can you please roll your first death saving throw?
Yeah, let's see how this goes. It's gonna be an 18.
18?
Hey, success.
All right. What's a memory that floats through Lysistrata's head?
Lysistrata envisions herself like doing push-ups on a cliffside as the sun sets, and she just thinks to herself, if I had only done more push-ups, maybe I would still be alive and conscious right now.
I love it. All right. We go now to the Gnoll Hunter. As he's kind of lording over your body here. He's going to just take his entire multi-attack out on you. So with its first, let's see here.
With the bow?
No, with a spear.
I mean, that makes much more sense.
Yeah.
I just like the idea.
He throws your body off of the side of the
Right.
balcony and then just shoots arrows at it. But this first spear attack is just going to get jammed right into your gut, twisted for extra emphasis. That's going to be a critical hit, so you're going to take 2 failures right off the top there. And his second spear attack, as he draws the spear again, just goes and slashes your throat. That is going to be 2 more failures.
Well, that's the end of Lysistrata.
Great. As you can see, this Gnoll Hunter begin to heft your body above its haunches. It goes.
Thank God.
And he's just like begins like kind of like tearing into your flesh as he starts eating.
Oh no!
The other Gnoll Hunter is gonna jump down off of the balcony and run over towards Ketchup here. Same thing, 2 spear attacks to the.
Is it gonna
gut
take
and throat.
falling damage?
All right. Okay, I see. We'll do 2d6. 2d6. That was a 30-foot drop. D6 per 10 feet. Or 3d6. Yeah, you're
Take
right.
that.
I wasn't sure if that's enough to kill it.
Take that.
It will take 8 points of damage.
Take that, asshole.
I really was hoping it would die.
Lands on his. Yeah, it just.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
It rolled its ankle a little bit, so it's like
yeah.
limping as it begins to tear into the flesh of Ketchup, the haregon. Yeah, you. Is there you got any last thoughts?
I think as the mouth starts to wrap around my delicious rabbit haunch, I just think to myself of a time that I had a really good coney dog. And I'm like, if only I had eaten more coney dogs.
Coney dogs of fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. And it is in this moment as both of your characters are shuffling off of the material plane and into your respective afterlives that from the darkness beyond like perception and the darkness within the room as well, you hear a deeper laugh, a disembodied hyena cackle. And you can feel yourself being fed into Yeenoghu's eternal, endlessly hungry stomach as the ritual of these gnolls, their ritual feasting continues. And it would be some time again before the gnolls, it wouldn't be long before the gnolls' hunger returned, sated only for a day or two from the ravaging of the town, as this pack is going to continue to spread Yeenoghu's rampage throughout the material plane for as long as they can.
Are you implying that I'm not a delicious meal?
Oh, you're good.
Okay, all right,
You're
cool.
yummy, dude. You're
Awesome.
like not too gamey.
Yeah,
Nice and tender, especially in the paunch area. And it's like a beer braise.
Oh yeah,
too.
dude.
Yeah.
I've been seasoning from
You've
the
been
inside.
steep.
From all-
Yeah, dude. You had the bundle of everything.
It's been pretty good.
And that is where we'll end this part of this adventure. All right, y'all.
That was so much fun.
That was.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm glad we had some fun. I've been really wanting to do a gnoll encounter. It was really nice. I went to Volo's guide and got like some of the gnoll variants.
Yeah.
So it was really fun playing with them. especially
I didn't realize there were so many gnoll variants.
There's
I
a
know
ton.
We've
Yeah.
actually played gnolls before, but it's really fun to see all the different like types of gnolls and
Yeah.
creatures that you can face. It's always fun when there's a like multitude of
it helps.
creatures in the same like hierarchy or something like that.
It breaks it up, and they're all like still like in the kind of within the same level. I think the one thing with gnolls that's important is that they all like hang out in this pack. So I was pulling a little bit from like our swarm episode a little bit, trying to get that like sense of like these guys are
definitely
gonna
felt
come
like that.
around you and they're gonna like eat you until they
They don't eat no mo.
don't eat no mo. Hell yeah. But yeah, just to kind of start off our conversation here, I'd love to just know what was a moment from this encounter that struck you, that has stayed with you, that impacted you in some way.
For as much fun as it was, I will say, as much as we got swarmed up, I wanted to get swarmed. I had in my mind that setup of patient defense to roll at a disadvantage, and then the tipsy sway to redirect attacks. That's really the vibe that I wanted from the Drunken Master entirely. So I kind of had that 1-2 punch setup of attacks at disadvantage and moving things. So to get to do that in a big round and just toss attacks at
a couple
somebody else,
times,
that
too.
was
It was really
that
fun.
felt pretty great.
And you like put a lot of the damage you put on the Pack Lord was from his own guys.
Yeah, he went down sooner than I thought because I was like, well, we haven't really hit him, but I was just
Not pushing them ears around.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
I definitely ran into that thing of like, oh man, I'm using a lot of key points like right away, which I still had some left. I wish
How many did
I think
you
I
have?
swung, I had 4 left. So I think I swung a little far to the other side.
Overcorrected a
Like, but I was hoping to get that heal in before. That's why I got out of there. Cause I was like, if I heal and I'm still here, it's going to last one round. But if I can get out of here and heal, I just couldn't get out of there in time. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I think, which we maybe didn't play with it as much as I was hoping to when I first saw it, but like playing with the beams and having the different levels to be able to like transfer to, I feel like, especially as monks, we were able to get up like, yeah, they were able to clamber up to the statue, but it took all their movement.
Yeah.
Whereas as monks, we were just able to flip up there and flip to the different levels. So I feel like having that, variation in elevation really helps with having your monks feel like badasses.
Yeah.
And even though we died, I still felt pretty badass.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. It is a fun vacuum to be doing these things
Yeah.
in, but because also it's like we came in fresh with all of our key points with all of everything, knowing full well that we could spend all of our key points if we wanted to,
Right.
because this is what we had.
Right.
So this is what we were doing. It is interesting to put that into context of, say, a larger dungeon or something to that effect,
Yeah.
where
Or a more varied party too. Like once you have 2 monk kind of like back to back in this encounter, but like if you had a barbarian or a spellcaster
right.
in there
Yeah.
too, that would have changed the dynamic.
It changed, but if we had
if we had anyone to heal, it would have been different too. Well, and that's the thought too, is if this is your, third room that you're clearing out and you've already done some combat, you may only have 4 or 6 key points coming in anyway.
I found myself somewhere in the middle there. For as excited as I was about like Stunning Strike at the beginning, I had other things that I wanted to do, and then I burned my key points they burned so quickly that I by the end there I was like, I gotta save these for deflect missiles and for patient defense. I have to save these for defensive maneuvers for the most part. So I did spend my key. I prioritized actually that 1-2 setup of the tipsy sway a little bit more, and that's where I think I ended up using my offensive key points quite a bit. And 1 flurry of blows, which was pretty cool.
One thing that y'all mentioned in this encounter was the variation of levels, because you had like ground floor at 0, statue 15 feet, like these beams at 20 feet, and then the balcony at 30 feet. That was one thing that I really wanted to like build into this encounter, because exactly like you said, the ease for y'all to like traverse those dimensions is a lot easier than for the gnolls. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure that the archers weren't just kind of sitting somewhere like on the ground to just get picked off by y'all.
Right.
So I think that having that elevated archer plane really helped bring it helped the gnolls, because the archers pretty much just stayed nice and tidy unless they got deflect missiled.
It's nice though to have and I know you said this at the top, but to have missiles coming in constantly and to know that you can, I mean, yes, you can only use it once per round, but it still is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I can cut up to 22 points of damage from a missile, which usually is going to do like 8 to 10, max.
And it really negates it can negate that whole attack entirely. And give you some range options to shoot back at them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice opportunity to also be able to fight off the ranged, enemies while you're still in hand-to-hand combat with everyone else. So, yeah, it was really fun.
I think I really got a sense with the way y'all played your characters. Like, it did feel like a martial arts movie. Like, you're surrounded by guys all around, and you're kind of just bobbing and weaving around them. In the case of the Drunken Master using their own bodies against them. That was a really cool. It felt really fun to see, because it felt like because we did 5 rounds before y'all died. And typical D&D combat is 3 to 4 maybe.
Something. Yeah.
Obviously
unless we're in the tier 3 or
exactly
11 and absolutely.
Yeah, and with these with the setup of our show here, it is a little bit of a vacuum. You can use all your resources if you need to. You're coming in fresh. Right. But with all that in mind, how would you all approach building a monk now that you've had this situation? Was there anything you would want to have changed or adapted in your strategy at all?
I certainly would appreciate. I think I got the hang of it somewhere when we first started. I was like, I am so overwhelmed with what I can do. The easiest thing would just be to start a little bit lower and slowly work your way to get to know the character and get to know the skill book.
Yeah.
But from beyond that, I think that I do have some darts. Theoretically, we have some darts for some ranged attacks, but the idea of the Kinsei weapon, the longbow monk has always been interesting to me as well. So there's a little bit of range there and a little bit of some ideas, but I think approaching it this again, I think our original intention when we first saw this room was to try stealth and pick things off as quietly and as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And I think I maybe would, and then we just decided to pop things off because come on.
Yeah, I was like, well, okay, how long can we really be stealthy for? As soon as we attack,
I think that I might have prioritized and thought about the terrain a little bit more as instead of just a way to get myself out of danger or a way to just have fun. When we jump down, I probably would have prioritized the environment a little bit more using my own mobility.
Yeah, getting up onto that balcony level earlier, probably, and taking out some of the ranged creatures probably would have helped, or at least even just jumping back and forth off the beams or things like that. An interesting way. I feel like with the martial characters, the chess game becomes really important because it's a lot about how you're manipulating other pieces on the board, and I didn't even really get into one of my next moves was going to be to try to attack the gnoll that ended up killing me with flurry of blows and then pushing him off the balcony and knocking the other one down because I have that ability where I can push them 15 feet or so, and I didn't really get into that stuff, but I feel it becomes much more about how you're maneuvering the other pieces on the board, which I do think just takes some time to get used to and to see the combat in that way of okay, can I do this, or how can I move this person, but yeah, being able to use those key points as effectively as possible, because they really
they burn quick.
Yeah. I mean, even using them to deflect missiles and then throw another one back, it's okay, well, that's a key point that gives me 1d8 plus 2, but flurry of blows can do double that damage. So is it really worth doing that, or maybe save it for specific situations?
Sure.
Yeah. So I feel like monks definitely take some time to get used to, but they are so much fun.
So much fun. Big action economy thing.
Yeah.
I think it is interesting that you mentioned the chess game aspect of it. Seeing the actual war game aspect of D&D is important, specifically for monks and for a lot of the martial fighters. But to that, kind of the opposite end of that, so much of their abilities lies in the color and the narration that you as a player add to it, because otherwise it is so easy to roll a D without spell casting, without saying you're going to throw a fireball, without acid arrowing something.
Yeah.
It's so easy just to be like, I hit him. D20, do I hit him? Yes. 8 damage.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So it's simultaneously really important to see what's going on and see the battle map layout, but also know that your individual motions and movements rely so much on just the narration and the flavor that you give it for it to be fun.
Yeah.
Or
And how
else-
do you use those? Like, how does each key point become a story point,
That's
to add some of that?
That's one thing I hear referred to a lot, kind of in the discourse online, is that like a lot of making the martial feel good is coming up to flavor these attacks. One thing I would have loved to see was the because I feel like with the martial classes, like anime is just such a good reference point. Like dude that just like kind of. You can a blur on the battlefield that just goes and like hits like 7 guys in 6 seconds. Really helps feel that these characters are keeping pace with the wizard who's launching fireballs like day and night.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would do to like improve anything to make, monks feel badass, which is our
4 turtle monks.
Yeah. Yeah.
No pants.
That would
No
be
pants.
all tops. No.
We gotta try.
Just a little thing around the eyes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Absolutely.
we should do that.
Great.
That would be so much fun to play test that.
I would love to see it like an all monk party, because I
Yeah.
think it
4
was just
turtle-
so good. Like if you had 4 of these dudes, like
I think
running around.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one thing that we ran into is healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any monk class has any healing other than it's just an innate healing ability that you unlock at level 6 or something.
Yeah. Stillness of mind.
Yeah.
Or is it?
No, I think stillness of mind. There's the additional Tasha's thing that they added that allowed you some healing by spending 2 key points. I believe you roll a martial arts die.
I forget what it was.
Get healed, I believe is the
Yeah. Get heal.
yeah.
Get healed.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it also comes down to like the player and their ability to. I mean, this was the perfect playground for it, and to see like, okay, how can I use this to the best of my ability, and how much. I mean, I think it would be interesting too if you're playing with like, if you've got a barbarian who's going to post up in the middle and just take people out, and you can bounce down, attack, disengage, jump back up. How does it affect when when it is players with different classes with different tactics? For us, they weren't the same tactics, but it was a similar thing of like, okay, how do I not get hit and hit them?
Right.
Any final thoughts from anyone?
That this is I'm playing a lot of different characters. I've played a lot of different things. The playing a monk on a battlefield might be the most technically I have had to think about combat, even with AoE spell casting and those types of things. I've had to think about my own action economy and the layout of the map and the layout of everybody who can do what and my resources. It's the most technically I've had to think about combat in a long time.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but just in a way.
Yeah. I feel, especially for martial class, it's like you really are thinking about how you're moving in the space. I'm curious how it would work too if you were doing theater of the mind over like playing on Shard Tabletop.
That's another episode.
Yeah.
That's another episode.
Well, thank you so much, Phil, for joining us.
Anytime.
And thank you all for tuning in.
Phil, anything you want to plug?
Just go out there and play some D&D and have fun, everybody. That's about it.
Do you have any tips for any new DMs or new players who are looking to get into D&D, or any just like general thoughts about what makes D&D so rewarding?
Listen, I'm going to tell you, just like everybody else, it's all about story time with your friends, and that's first and foremost. I'm a huge proponent of playing other games. Play other TTRPGs. You will learn so much more and become such a better game master. Even if your home game and you're the game that you sink back into is D&D 5e, which it is always for me. Learn some other things, play some other things, and figure out. And it's just going to help you so much more.
Yeah, we actually play tested Monster of the Week, and I definitely stole stuff from that.
So. Oh my god! Yes. As a DM, I've stolen so much from the setup for game mastering for Monster of the Week.
Yeah, well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, and thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Thanks for scrolling into this episode of Dungeon Busters. Did you get inspiration from today's experiment? Then consider leaving us a review on your podcast platform of choice.
Did we miss something? Would you have done it differently? Let us know on social media at Dungeon Busters Pod. That's DNGN Busters Pod.
You can follow me on socials at Michael_C_Hyatt.
And you can find me, Diego, on my website, foreverdm.xyz.
Thank you to Peter Gertes for our cover art. Our intro music is by Artle Music.
Produced and edited by Michael C. Hyatt and Diego F. Salinas.